Good morning, everybody. My name is Gabby. We are here with Bear. We are starting off week 2 of his board and train program here at Best Paw Forward Dog Training. We have Sylvia working with him today on the beginnings of Leave It. So we're going to show you how to get this started. Okay, so with Leave It, you can use it off of food, you can use it off of people, you can use it off of objects, bunch of different things. You can use it off of other dogs. So very useful thing for your dog to know. Now, in the beginning, we're using food right now, and all we are doing is we have a piece of food in our hand. We are holding our hand out. Now, he's done this a couple of times, so he's picking up on it pretty quick. All we're doing is holding our hand out and marking and reinforcing when his nose comes off of it. So right now, he's at the stage where he's not even putting his nose to our hand anymore because he knows. And now we're working on getting that eye contact. So that next step is getting him to look away from that food and look at us. So we might have to use a little bit of prompting in the beginning, okay? Once he's doing well with that, then we can open our hand so he's able to actually see that food, okay? And we're only starting to pair that Leave It once he understands the behavior, once he's actually looking away, he's looking at us, right? Then we'll start to pair that actual word because we want to make sure he knows that behavior before we start using that word. Because if we use that word, he doesn't know that behavior, it doesn't really mean anything to him, right? So we're teaching him the behavior before we pair it with a verbal. And we have it in our hands so that if he does go for it, very nice, that's perfect. So if he does go for it, all we have to do is close that hand. Now, one thing with Leave It is that we want to make sure the item that we are asking him to leave, okay, he is not getting. So you'll notice that Sylvia is actually reinforcing with a different treat from another hand. She's not giving him what we're asking him to leave. And the reason for that is a safety thing, right? If we drop something in the kitchen that's dangerous for him to get, we want him to know he is not getting that item. He will get another thing as reinforcement, right? And the same thing if we're out on a walk, we're asking him to leave something in the grass. We want him to know he's not going to get that as his reinforcement, right? Good boy. So once he knows it, then we start pairing that word, right? Once he's responding, then we can start pairing. Hi, buddy. You coming over to say hi? He is such a sweet boy. Good job. Then we can start pairing that word, right? Now, very good. So if our dog is having a hard time with food, use something that's lower value. So this is working well with him. But some dogs might be very, very food motivated, whereas they'll have a hard time with this. Then we're going to use a different item or object, something that they don't show as much interest in, because again, we want that success. Now we're going to practice it this way. We want you to practice it this way at home as well. And that is going to help him to learn the behavior, understand the behavior, so that when we get in more challenging environments, he already has that knowledge. It's going to be a lot easier to work on. So if you guys have any questions on this, let us know in the comments below. But they are both doing an excellent job here. And we will see you on their next video.